Hi, this is Malini. Let's take a look at this one flat of some of our new cacti and succulents. This is one of my favorites. It's known as a common name is a Buddhist temple or a Crassula hybrid, and that's native to South Africa. What I like about this particular succulent is that it's actually shaped or looks like a pagoda or like a Buddhist temple with these stacked green triangular leaves, and then we have some little offsets there. So it's so pretty, and it really doesn't need a lot of water. It's actually better if you water only when the soil is dry, and that really depends on where you place it. If it's outdoors in filtered light, we typically water once every 7 or 10 days, and then in the wintertime we reduce it. And if it's indoors, I do recommend putting it near a bright window where it gets good air circulation, and water about once or twice a month. It's best to underwater than overwater, because you can always add water, but it's hard to take that water out once it's already saturated. Okay. Now this one is known as a Gymnocalycium or a moon cactus, and this is a purple or red form, and I also will give you the scientific name in the description below. And this is native to Paraguay and has pretty pink flowers. As you see here, the flower is going to be coming on top of this very pretty purple cactus. Now it is grafted on a hyloceres, and that's a common rootstock that we use here for grafting. And this is a pretty easy to grow cactus. Water about once a week outdoors. It can take filter light. Indoors is fine. Water about once or twice a month. Bright indirect light is preferable. Here we have another very popular succulent here at our nursery. Its common name is known as a royal flush, native to South Africa. And I like this one here. See, this one already has multiple offsets here at the sides. And they have flowers that come out like right in the center there. They're kind of like daisy-like pink or white, or like a pale pink. Now these don't need a lot of water. I typically only water when it's starting to wrinkle or shrink, and that's a good sign that it needs water. Here I can tell it's nice and full, so that's when you shouldn't water. I also have a book about growing split rocks as well as living stones and baby toes, and I'll put a link to that to purchasing my book in the description below, so check that out. It's a really good book. You can actually there's a lot of care instructions and gives a lot of photos. Let me show you that right now. So here's my book that I wrote about a year ago. It's called Lithops, Baby Toes, and Split Rock. It's a guide to unique succulents, and I have care instructions and really pretty glossy photos. Oh, see, here's that one that I showed you, but it's in a nice container with a purple garnet, so you can stage it like that. So this is a really good book to have if you want to know how to take care of the royal flush that you see here in this picture. And you can buy this at our nursery, or you can buy it online on lulu.com. And this is another favorite of mine. I like purple or lavender is my favorite color, and this is known as Succulent or purple crown cactus, native to Bolivia. And the flowers are really pretty. They're like magenta. They come out like on the top of the cactus here. Now more sun exposure will make it really purple, like more intense in color. And this also doesn't need a lot of water. Once it's a little more established, it's more drought tolerant. I only water about every maybe 7 or 10 days or less. They can take filter light and outdoors. It's not ideal for indoors. They need bright natural light. And this one they tend to cluster, so it's a clustering cactus. They don't get very tall, maybe 4 or 5 inches tall, but they tend to cluster and have many babies. The last one I want to show you is known as Crassula pyramidalis, or a mini jade. And this is very pretty as well. It's very like a pretty green, or like a lush green. The leaves are also stacked like triangular, and they have little babies See a lot of babies all around it. So it stays fairly short, like roughly under 6 inches tall. But they'll spread and have little babies around or offsets. And you can actually propagate these really carefully, right when you can cut here where it meets this main plant. And I always wait for that little offset to dry until the ends callus, and then use a well draining succulent or cactus mix when you want to transplant the little babies. And the care is basically very simple. Water about once every 710 days. Make sure the soil is dry. Use a well draining succulent cactus mix, and give it bright natural light if possible. You can put it indoors on the windowsill and water about once or twice a month. I'll put a link to the soil that we use here in the description below. So I have a video on the type of soil that we use here, and it's a really good soil. It helps our succulents and cacti look so healthy, and they're thriving. Thanks so much for watching.